look at that though. I'm captured. BT's just hanging in the background, and there he is, Blisk. Fucking Blisk. Yeah, they don't hold back. They don't hold back on the epicness. You're right. They full set pieces.
Your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC.
Just have my money ready.
I gotta admit.
Oi, Titan, you're gonna open up and give
this
me what I
cutscene.
want.
Voice command. Not recognized.
Look at BT.
Let me just rip it out of him.
Shredded
Can't
dude.
risk it. The Ark's unstable.
Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on. Tell your Titan to open up.
About what? His feelings? Yeah.
Yep.
About what? His feelings?
Play the Joker, always.
Still trying to be a hero, eh?
I have a lot of dosh riding on this contract, my friend.
I think it's the word
So
dosh.
tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up,
I will shoot you in the head.
Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems. Marginal. Cannot visually acquire pilot.
stand him up.
BT's playing the game, mate.
You see him now? Right here, right here. Yeah? You see him now?
Isn't his legs? It's very disconcerting.
Compromised by severe crash damage.
He's just holding the Ark, and they're
don't
just trying
care
everything
how
they can
broken
to get it
you
out of
are.
him.
I know deep
And he's
down,
just playing dumb.
Some things still work in there.
BT
Now
knows what's
open
going
up.
on.
I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3.
Receiving encrypted message? Who got trusted?
3. Nah, that wasn't so hard, was it? That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together.
Man. Shut up, BT. BT a real one, yo.
Oh. He's just copping it now.
Nice try, love. Say goodnight.
Alright, get the Ark out of here! We're running out of
Yo, I
time!
think BT's dead.
I'm just kind of a bit shocked, like, I don't remember this game, I don't remember that happening for sure. Holy shit. Fucking pour one out for BT, mate, Jesus.
Cooper, over here. Cooper, I can no longer uphold the mission.
Yeah?
But you still can. Take the seer kit. It is your best chance for survival.
She gives me his face. His eye.
His face.
What is this game, bro? Jesus, I don't know, man. This is like emergency pilot kit, like, mate, when your BT's down, just open up my eyeball. I got a last gasp handgun in there and a knife for you. Oh man, BT. Shut up, BT, he's a real one. Oh, we've got his optics now. Temperature high. Okay. Hack it with the data knife. Let's go. Whoa. Did you see that coming? Jeez.
Like, make a man feel something for a robot. Like, oh, I didn't expect it. Nah, I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't expect you to, like, because I wanted to say this before, just before that cutscene. I was just like, Yeah, okay, Ants asked me to play this game. It's called Titanfall. You know, there's some of the roots here that lie amongst a game that another game that we've played together, which is Apex Legends. So I was thinking, yeah, okay. I mean, there's obviously going to be some sort of familiarity there, and whatever. And yeah, all right. I'll
play the game.
humour
You know,
him.
yeah, exactly.
I'll humour him. So I jump in there and I'm doing it, and then after the first stream, it was like I don't think my opinion had changed very much. I still found the story of the game interesting. So with the IMC and what they're here, you know, what they're doing with the colonies and all that sort of thing, like that's clearly something that's interesting for me as a sci-fi fan. But for them to do this weird little, you know, Terminator thing, like feel for the robot, and you know the robot is your friend, and the robot's dying now, so feel something for the robot. Like, didn't see that coming, and it's this game's like, as you said before, clearly very, very, very underrated.
It is, man. Yeah. Like, yeah, and Shax just said it, the best weapon of the game was hiding in BT's head the whole time. This thing's an absolute beast. It's like all the technology that's in a Titan just in a handgun for you. And you're right, like, underrated is... It still sells it short saying it's underrated, you know? You know what, EA? If anybody from EA ever hears this, screw you, man. You released this in between Battlefield and Call of Duty, so, like, you know, Shaq's played it.
What do you expect?
Shaq played it December. For the first time, he £4 on Steam. Like, that. I'm glad Steam are doing that. I'm glad it's popping up on, like, you know, the sales sections and people to play, because it's criminal for people not to play this if you're a fan of sci-fi and first person. For that exact reason, dude, I tried to hint at it in the very first stream, a man and his robot. It's a story of friendship. I've got a new Titan. Let's go. It's not BT though, is it? It's not BT. FS.
Maybe you won't have the compatibility ratio that you had with BT.
Is that BT? Hey! Let's go!
That's like BT laying
New chassis, same
new
time?
chassis, same time. Yeah. It's like BT, like
Same data core.
laying
BT-7274
the most
good to go.
extreme amount of trust that you can in anybody ever. It's like, this is my little globe thing. I'm gonna give it to you. I trust you to get this into a new chassis, as they like to call it, because I'm not gonna live without any of this. So you better do this. It's funny how BT could see the writing on the wall, and he's just like, this carcass isn't going to get me anywhere, and I need my human, my pilot, to get me to where I need to be. And I trust him. I trust he'll do it. I believe in him.
Exactly, it's soul.
Yeah, take my soul, and implant it into the next one. Okay. Wow.
BT did the same thing like Rascamosa did. Yeah, he did. Oh, dude. See what I mean? Like, just... Yeah, okay, I get it. It's not the deepest of games, but it's got depth, and it's got a...
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's got a nice... Yeah, exactly. It's got a nice feel to it, man. Oh my god. This guy doesn't know what's about to hit him. This is his new loadout. You're going, bro. It's ooh, hello. That's not great.
I like BT's perseverance as well. Like, he didn't want to die either. He's like, he's a machine. He could have just said, look, there'll be another BT come and rescue my pilot. Instead, he said, take you the gun, the knife, and my little globe.
Yeah.
And you know, you and I have something here. You know, I know that you and I can achieve something.
They said it right at the start of the game, didn't they? The connection between a pilot and its Titan is unparalleled. It's what wins wars. It's what wins battles.
This is a short campaign and a very, very good adaptable movie.
Tell me about it. Give me a series on this. Netflix, get on that.
No. Slow down with the series. I think this is a movie, not a series.
No.
I think you can go too long with this.
I go deeper. Give me Apex Legends. Give me a series about all those legends, so to speak. Give me the backstory. Start from Titanfall 1.
Captain Landiger of the Rutledge. The Stockton took a broadside. It's going down.
Just layer in there.
Commander Briggs has escaped to the 6th
Only if it has a big budget, for sure. Give me animated. I'd watch this. Animated 100%. This on a low budget would be awful. I think, doesn't that go for anything on a low budget? And keep Michael Bay away, please. Lol.
So it sounds to me, Jack, as if you really want the best balance, you know, that one could achieve when it comes to these, you know, action types of films.
Yeah, man. A little off topic. Weirdly, the Transformers movies, the Michael Bay ones, are pretty poor. But Bumblebee's actually dope. If you've not watched Bumblebee, shout out to Bumblebee.
Oh, as in the film Bumblebee?
Yep.
As in not the character?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's good. You should never want an action scene to be over. Oh my god. I'm going to go down. Give me this battery. Bumblebee is excellent. Yeah, I agree. It's really good, dude. I watched it going, oh, well, I guess this is just going to... Close range mode. Oh, that's what I've been missing.
That's how a pilot shoots.
This guy.
I haven't experienced Bumblebee as of yet. Something I'll probably have to
Oh, I
quick
missed
look
that.
at.
That's frustrating. Death count 4.
Man, how can you destroy Bumblebee after what he's done for you?
And the new Transformers anime on Netflix. There's a Transformers anime?
The Stockton just went dark. Give me a sit rep now.
I know there's a lot of people
Captain
that want
Landiger of the Rutledge. Stockton took a broadside. It's going
Is there
down.
a chance I could maybe watch that before I go back to full-time work?
Bro.
Just get on it, bro. Yeah, I felt the tone, you know.
How much juice do you have left in the Malta?
Yeah. Don't worry, that hit. I resonated with that. It's so like weird because like if you like the way Thanos was depicted in Infinity War, you love it. I'm all on board because I love the way Thanos was depicted. I love all the MCU films. Now I'm waiting for the next gen upgrade for Avengers to do that playthrough. I haven't even touched it yet because I want to see it in all its glory and see how they depict it on game. But this is one for Stolen, for any of the car heads out there. The first thing that came to mind, dude, when BT was like, I just shoved his little eye in this new chassis. I was like, oh. I was like, we're putting the good old RB. Yeah. Can I do an analogy? Take the words out of the car analogy.
I know the analogy you're about to jump on. But, so I think this lends into any sort of project that you want to undertake as a person. When you want to restore something, if it's a car maybe, you kind of need to have this in mind, this sort of philosophy, and it is a philosophical question, and it's obviously in the past trade was a huge thing, and the boat was a means of doing this. So you have a boat and you can replace a plank. If we replace one plank, the boat is still the, let's call it the Legion, because that's just what's popping up on my screen right now. If we replace every plank on the boat, is it still the Legion? It looks the same, but we have replaced every plank.
Is it still the same boat? Yeah.
Is it the same boat?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I like this. I like this. This philosophical question, because what were you just referencing? Putting an RB into something else?
Exactly that. Exactly that. And you know, that's exactly what I was going to end up on. I knew you were going to go there, and I'm so glad you did. Just because you throw an RB, whatever you want, 20 or 30, into a Mustang, doesn't give you the same soul that a GTR would. You know? It's cool.
It's definitely not going to try the same, but it's going to be something unique, absolutely. So if we take
Turbo, after 7 years, every cell in your body will have been replaced. Are you the same Stole you were 7 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Yep. Great one.
Turbo.
That's referring to the human body itself. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why we age. Basically, he's hitting on what ageism is, and the fact that
my forces will take over from here.
Your body replaces itself. Yeah.
I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero.
Sloane. Blisk.
Friend?
Who said
Foe?
anything about salvage?
Foe. Apex
I'll
Predators.
do this one for free.
These are the mercs, man.
She wants some.
She can get it. For all I care. I've given it to her every time so far. It's all good.
Arc injector loaded. Spooling
What's
up
that?
stage 1.
Pull the arc injector system.
Well, just to answer your question, Shaq, no, I'm not the same style after 7 years. Particularly in my 20s, I think you learn so much in that time frame. You know, like I'm a different person to what I was 3 years ago, and to 31-year-old Stoll, I'm a different 31-year-old Stoll to I was to a 23-year-old Stoll. You know what I mean? It's just. It's a weird compounding thing, and it's so funny because, you know, at times I wish I could go and time travel and just speak to, you know, 18-year-old Stoll and say, dude, watch out for this, you know, or put your money on that stock, or, you know, like a wide variety of different things you could say, or just have an open mind about this, you know. But yeah, we're opening up deep baskets right now, I think.
Hey,
Bitcoin for sure.
Let's not forget what got us to these deep baskets. Thank you, Titanfall 2.
Come on in.
You were just perceived as an ordinary campaign first-person shooter, and look what conversation you've put us on now. Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, buy 100 Bitcoin when they were, you know, $1 per Bitcoin. You're a millionaire today.
Bet this combo never comes up laying. Yeah, exactly. COD.
True.
Sorry to all the COD lovers out there if you somehow found your way into this viewership. It's not my deal. Personally, I like my shooters without the prejudice, misogyny, toxic racist commentary that every player in multiplayer seems to provide in that game. Oh my god, I'm getting burnt there.
Warning.
Get the
Expected
battery.
blast energy reaching lethal threshold. All personnel must clear the
So-
chamber immediately. Disruption of electromechanical.
So yeah.
Oh my god, I thought I had covered.
Back to the boat theory, and back to BT. Is it the same BT? The thing with BT is that he has a soul, and it's sort of ingrained in his, I don't know, mental capacity. So that, like it's weird because you take his consciousness and you can just transfer that into a new thing, and it's the same guy.
Yep.
This is where Robot's different, I think, in that because if this is the way the law works in this game, and you can just remove this one guy in the form of a, to be honest, an oversized light bulb, and just, you know, put that light bulb into a new chassis, then
I've bitten off way more I can chew here. I'm down. I agree with you. It is different.
I think I think it's the same. I think it's the same robot you're dealing with. That's where I would be like, okay, you're the same, 100%.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's different from what the examples you gave.
Yeah, if we're talking about a boat, if we're talking about like a Japanese Godzilla, you know, and in Godzilla I mean obviously a skyline.
I've got eyes on the Vanguard.
Full weapon priming sequence passing stage 2. Coordinates locked. Freeport system. Planetary designation.
Well, you know I'm not a skyline owner and I never have been. I'm actually a 180 owner. So shout out to the SR20. To the real good powered 180 SX Beast. Drift King. I missed my car, obviously.
I was waiting for that.
I love being back home just so I can go for a drive.
Where is she? Is that her? Yep.
Passing stage 3. Sorry, mate. Calculating space projection.
So you can hear her?
Yeah, she's talking. You hear their comms. She does her little like void walker, like wraith of her. What is this guy? Where did you come from? Get out of my face.
Momentum at 97%.
This gun's really powerful, but it just takes. It's like wind up. It's got such big wind up. You see it every time. She's giving in the trash talk. Yeah. It's not in German.
Yeah, it's not in German. I mean, the last guy was doing that too. But then how do you feel about this whole, like, you know, there's a different feeling to a robot and being able to... It really comes down to the personality, does it?
Exactly.
Doesn't it? That's the only real difference here. I mean, you don't have a personal connection to BT's left arm simply because you spend time crafting an amazing left arm. No?
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if you take the time to, you know, get a left quarter panel to look the way you want it to and to shine the way it does and to polish it down and blah blah blah, whatever you're doing, then clearly that's a very different thing as to BT. I mean, it seems like the difference is really that BT's
attempting to restore ocular systems.
The thing, it's not just a weapon, it's a beam.
His components are disposable and you can replace them, basically.
Hostile
time detected. Shit.
It's your lucky day, hero. I'm not going to kill you. I don't work for free.
Who's that?
Blisk. It's the Apex Predator.
He wants it. He wants it.
You don't get to kill me either.
Do you have a South African accent?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at
You
this.
earned this, eh?
Blisk, that Vanguard class Titan is still in there.
Not my problem, Marta. Should have put it in my contract. I've got other people with money to see.
What are you doing?
All about the money, mate. Didn't pay me for this. I'm out. And at some point, human tech will also transport its consciousness, probably a long way down the line, but it'll happen. Yep, I think so too. So this card here, stole. Do you know what that is? Still with me? Maybe I lost stole.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at it. Like that's a.
Well, it's something you probably wouldn't have seen before. It is.
Yeah, I haven't.
Let's do this together.
The path, the invitation to the Apex games.
Oh, okay.
Blisk is basically just gone. This guy. Yeah, this guy's a real one.
That's funny because the characters of Apex Legends doesn't include a Jack Cooper, and maybe like that must be the character that everybody's waiting out for, like for a Jack Cooper to come, right?
Everyone's actually waiting for Blisk.
Ah, yeah, both of them.
What are you saying?
We can blow it up. I'm sending you coordinates for a dropship rendezvous.
We can destroy the weapon.
Coordinates received. We'll be there, but I don't see how you can. Sure
done
as
the
hell
math.
hope so.
He's ready.
We're on our way. Good luck, both of you. Briggs out.
Remember what you were saying about a rail cannon? Still?
Staring down the eye of the tiger.
The barrel. Don't worry, BT, I'm not going anywhere. We've got a way out of this one,
Don't worry,
BT.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
BT.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Give him that confidence.
Yeah, we're in this together. I'm glad that's the one you chose.
Protect the pilot.
BT, what are you doing?
No.
Trust me.
BT!
He didn't look to be in good shape then.
Cooper, we just lost BT signal. We're almost there. Cooper, I'm marking your HUD with the coordinates. The evac site might be in midair. There's nothing we can touch down on here.
And if I'm flying through this shit
BT.
show, you better be there on time,
Just
kid.
Move, pilot!
sacrificed himself, mate. Let's get rid of the arc weapon. Fuck.
I'm tracking you. Keep going.
Oh my god! Missed it. Dead. The edge of creation, if you will.
I was just gonna start bringing in the FF7 the references. I was just about to start cracking on with them.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know what the arc weapon was. The arc reactor, the fold. It controlled time. It controls dimensions. You oh my god! I gotta concentrate here. Jump. BT managed to convince the commander there, like, don't worry, we'll both make it out. He went in there and he was just like, protect Jack Cooper at all costs. Jesus.
That's it. You're almost there. Move, move. Cooper, jump for it.
Got a visual!
Let's go, Coop.
Come on, pilot.
He's a real one.
Parker, get us out of here.
Epic. The whole planet's just destructing.
So what we're saying about BT's components can be replaced.
Pilot Cooper. A lot of people owe their lives to you. And to BT. Barker, set a course
BT's
for Harmony.
gone. Sarah.
Take us home.
You got it.
Yeah, man. It's so fulfilling revisiting this game, especially after knowing what I know about the Apex
Destruction
Legends
of
lore.
Typhon saved the planet Harmony.
Here we
The
go.
militia calls this planet their headquarters. But millions of others call it home. Commander Briggs says I'll be inducted into the Marauder Corps and assigned a new Titan. After the techs wipe what's left of my neural link with BT. I don't know what that'll feel like, to get assigned a new Titan. I kinda like the old one. This is Pilot Jack Cooper, signing off.
Just epic. There he is, good old Jack Cooper.
Just waiting for his day in Apex Legends, for sure.
Well, here's the
There's some
thing.
bigs next to him there.
It is big, Joshine. It's actually Sarah Cooper, to be fair. Or Sarah Briggs,
Oh, whoops. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah. It's so interesting because the lore around this, right? Like, yeah, you destroyed their weapon, and but what happened there? What was that? And there's a big gap now between right now and the Apex games, and essentially, I think a blackout is the right word. It's a blackout. The universe went into a blackout, and no one knows what happened. The arc weapon that you just destroyed, or the fold, it caused like mass tech issues across the whole galaxy. All the militia fought for, the frontier weapons, like, it looks all dandy now, but they couldn't tell, because you know how it travels across time and space? Like, imagine this big ring exploding. And they're trying to tell a planet 20 years away, like, hey, you're about to be hit with a 10-year blackout, no technology will work, nothing will work, but then their own communications are down. They can't tell them what's happening. And yeah, it's like littered in this Apex Legends lore. It's so cool, man. They're just like, no one knows. They all these, like the IMC, Bangalore, they look back on it. Lifeline, she was a part of the Frontier Corps. They didn't have a side. They didn't want to be militia or IMC. Glenn Steinbaum is BT. Nice. Yeah, they look back on it and they're like, no one knows what happened. And then they all refer to it as that BT and Jack Cooper. They're the guys that saved the day, but they're actually the guys that kind of caused this 20-year blackout. It's one of the coolest aspects of this whole kind of sci-fi game. Just epic music as well.
I have to be honest with you, Anthony. I'm thoroughly impressed. Impressed. This wasn't what I was expecting, to be fair.
I'm glad.
These characters are so much more fleshed out than one would expect from a first-person shooter. And not only the characters themselves, but its storyline. I mean, check out Ash.
This guy Kane, remember he's got his narcotics problems?
Yeah.
Bit of a...
He looks like it too. He looks like junkie. Like, look at those eyes. Like,
he is. It is your German boy.
It's something that you just do not expect from this caliber of a game. So it's definitely it throws you for a 6. And
holy shit! That's right. Even in the first-person shooter, it should have a decent story. Exactly. Like Gears of War. Funny you should say that, Jack. We're talking about Halo before. Gears of War is the only game I've played on Xbox, and I loved it for that exact reason. And you're right, so like, dude, all it took was just get a creative writing team in.
Yeah, I'm sure this didn't take much in terms of resources, you know? And I think that I agree with Shaq just then with his level of standard that he expects. I think we should all have that kind of standard that we expect from our video games, because if you don't, who's going to hold them accountable? And you're just going to be fed with crap, really. Yeah, and we've seen a lot of that in the last 5 to 10 years. Just a lot of rubbish. And it's great when you see a little diamond in the rough like this.
This is
hidden,
where I'm
hidden in plain sight, you know? It's just like...
I'm really torn on this because they were developing Part 3. You know, this story was going to continue. And then EA stepped in and were like, hey, guess what? There's this other game out there, Fortnite and PUBG, that are making a lot of money. We're stopping you. You are now a team that's going to make a Battle Royale game. And the team at Respawn were like, oh shit, okay. They're like, well, we've half made Titanfall 3. What do we do? And so they just go like, fuck it, let's keep the same properties. And that's what I meant, like they tried to put Titans in there and they just couldn't. But that's why it has such thick lore in it. Like Apex Legends I'm talking about has such thick lore because they were halfway writing all this story. And it's like I'm torn because I love Apex, man. I play that game almost every single day.
Music recorded in Wellington, shout out New Zealand.
Yeah, get in, yeah. But yeah, man, like, man, what I'll do for Titanfall 3. This game hits different. It hits so different. It's so good.
I can understand from a, like, you know, fanboy perspective like yourself. I'm obviously not in the same boat. I didn't play. I mean, I watched you play this game, and I am genuinely impressed by the game. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from.
If anyone's just watching this through and hasn't played it, I want to give a shout out, PlayStation Store. This is actually £4 at the moment. I mean, at the time of playing this through, it was £4. And as Turbo Shack in the chat said, it was also £4 on Steam, and I would, even though if you've watched this and it's been spoiled, you know what happens, I would recommend anybody. That's the best £4 you'll spend in your gaming history. You won't get a better game for that amount of money. And yeah, we haven't even touched on the multiplayer. The multiplayer still lives strong. It's still, the servers are still up because people still play it. No queue times.
Wow.
I load into a game 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah. This has got fans, man. Like,
it's a beloved game, clearly.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say was, though, I'm surprised that...
Oh, £4 for Arkham Asylum 2. Fucking great deal.
I've forgotten what I wanted to say, sorry.
This game will do that to you. Like, you're looking at the epicness of it, the scope.
A lot of information, just a lot going on.
That's a lot of value for that price. And shout out to Arkham Games, they're great as well. But yeah, like, dumpster diving for games. And do you know why I bought this and why I played this in the first place? Because it sold so poorly in between Battlefield and Call of Duty that it came out as a bundle with Battlefield 1 and this put together to encourage people to buy and play this. So Battlefield 1 was like 50 quid, and it's like for an extra 20 you can get this instead of paying 50 for it itself. So I bought it, and I ended up playing this way more.
I remember what I wanted to say. If, you know, in the development cycle, the developers are basically faced with the question of, we can go and continue developing what we were because this is something exciting, something that we think is going to hit home, or check out this new thing. This new thing is what everybody's on board with these days, whether you're looking at silly games like Fortnite or etc. Battle Royale is what's popular right now, so do that for us. And, you know, you can see from a monetary perspective as to why things went in the direction that they did. Yeah. So, understandable. Perhaps, you know, I mean, definitely from Anthony's perspective right now, not the best decision you could make. That's clearly not the direction you would have taken. You said, no, we're doing this, but...
We'll put it this way. I've spent more on Apex Legends than a brand new Titanfall 3 game so far.
And is that because of your love for Titanfall 2, or is that because you just like Apex Legends?
Both.
Both. Okay.